Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Bad C, aka Nicholas Cage, aka Larry J. Blige, aka your mother's baby father. Yo, we back with another episode of your favorite songs. Y'all already know what we do. Every trip, man, we ask the dopest artists, we ask them what their favorite song is, and in the process, I tell them what my favorite song from them is as a fan. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So my guest tonight is not only one of my favorite rappers, he's a really good friend of mine. And it just overall dope. My money on him on anything that he on. Ladies and gentlemen, my dude, Napsndreds. You done know.
No, yo, thank you for the intro. Partner, man, what's up, man? What's
Chilling,
going on?
Brody. Chilling, Brody. Yo, it's an honor to have you on. You already know how we do, Brody. Um,
Yeah, man. Appreciate you,
uh,
man.
I think your pen is impeccable. You know,
And I
to
like
the
what you're
people
doing with
out.
this. I
Yeah,
told you
yeah,
about this.
yeah.
I like what you're doing with this because everybody, man, I actually, what I'm saying? I really like this because I don't think a lot of people ever really thought about what their favorite song is. You know what I mean? As an artist, they just kind of
Word
let the people decide. You know what I'm saying? So when
word
you
up.
told me about this, I was like, man, I gotta really sit down and think about this because you had told me five at first, and I was like, shit,
Yeah,
bro, like you know what I mean. So we talking one right now. That's what I
yeah,
mean.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
You
now
know,
that's
you know,
that's
you know what's crazy? Like, what's special about you is my favorite project that I ever did. Me and you did together. You know what I'm saying? The Return of Biggs and Wayne.
facts.
Y'all
Yeah,
make sure y'all check that
that was
album out.
special,
It's on
man.
all the streaming. Um, it it was a it's my favorite project. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell you that. I mean, of course, you got a lot of really dope shit. You know what I'm saying? But to me, you know, that project, every verse you spit on that project is my favorite verse from. You know what I'm saying? Because that project is so special to me. You understand what I'm saying? So,
Yeah,
that's first and foremost as a fan. That's my favorite shit for me, brother. Word up.
yeah, I could touch and agree with you on that too as well, man. I mean, that project came at a real needed time. You know what I'm saying? For I
Yeah,
think both of us, man, and for me personally, bro, like honestly, you know me, I already told you, bro. Like I'm used to really sitting with the songs for a while. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of learned from you and your work ethic, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was writing, like, you know what I mean? I was trying to, and that's when I write my best shit is when I'm competing, when I feel like I'm
right.
competing with somebody and not even really trying to write better rhymes than somebody else, but I'm just trying to knock them
Just
out. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
And just
yeah,
trying to knock
yeah.
it out and trying to, making sure I'm not letting my partner down. You know what I'm saying on the project. So we had good
Right.
chemistry on that joint, man. So we got to work on the part two or something, man. But you already know, sound like that. That's it. We gonna get that out there.
Yeah. I think that
See it.
just okay, before we even get into that, what you got
Right.
going on? What you got going on right now? Like what can the people I know you got this album, this monster, tell them about that.
Yeah. I got an album coming out, man. Just to be humble with it, I got an album coming out this Friday, November 26th. It's called "Don't Make Me Famous." You know what I'm saying? I'm real proud of this one, man. And I probably think from a solo record, like this is probably my best record, like overall lyrically. And I know everybody say that with their new records, but I'm my worst
Yeah,
critic, man. And not even
yeah,
just like lyrically, but like sonically sounding. You know what I'm saying? So everything sound right to me, like just the progression from my first record. You know what I'm saying? This is my fifth one, so I'm just proud of it. Just for myself, I can pat myself on the back with this one because I can listen to this one like from the beginning to end and be like, yo, I like
yeah,
every one of these motherfuckers. And I
yeah,
recorded 28 records for this. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I had to chop it down. So the next record coming out actually in February. So, I mean, but this one right here is the beast. You know what I'm saying? So it's coming out. I try to get it out right before winter. You know what I'm saying? So I like to put records out in the fourth quarter. So I didn't want to put it out in December and be like a Christmas rapper type, it's a
yeah,
Christmas
yeah,
album or some
yeah,
shit like that. So, I try to
yeah.
get it right in there before December. So, yeah, man, this Friday, man, Don't Make Me Famous. Yeah, y'all check that out, man. It's gonna be real, real, real dope. Y'all gonna like it.
So okay, so from the fans' perspective, I told you my favorite joint by you is all your verses or the Biggs and Wade project. But if I had to if I had to step outside of that, and if they was to be like, yo, see, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pick a
Yeah,
joint,
you can't
right?
do that. You can't say all of them.
All right, yeah, nah, you're right.
Come on, man.
So nah, you're right, you're right. Okay, so if I had to pick a joint, it would have to be spilled milk. And I think, see, how I pick my favorites from a fan perspective, and maybe you pick your favorite songs as a fan the same way. I mean, it has to do with the lyrics and the beat, but for me, it'll be the nostalgic feeling of
Yeah.
when I first heard the record, or what was going on at that time, or you know, because honestly, that was the first record I heard from you, and not only that, I think that's what kind of got us end up being cool. You know what I'm saying? Was from when I had heard that record. I can't really recall that
Yeah.
part, but I do remember the nostalgic in that record, and I thought the record was bananas. And when I heard it, I was like, "Yo, this guy's a problem." You know what I'm
But
saying?
what's funny about that record is that so me and Knots worked on my second project, Blood Clot One. He had two records on that project. And then we, the third project, we decided to do the album together, right? So funny enough, Spill Milk was the first beat I ever picked out of the whole project. That was the first record that I finished off that project. And before I even started writing to it, I remember pulling up to the liquor store. My windows was up and I was just vibing out to that beat, you know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah,
seen a dude get out his car and he was walking to the liquor store and like he was looking around like trying to find out where the music was coming from. I know all he heard was the drums and the bass line because I
yeah,
mean all you could hear was just the bass line probably. You know what
yeah.
I'm
That
saying?
not shit. Yeah, that not
Right,
shit.
yeah, nice,
Yeah,
right. So he walked up to the door, man. He walked up to the door and he turned around and he was looking around like where that sound coming from. And he looked at my car, you know what I'm saying? And then he looked at me, he was like that, you know what I'm saying? I was like,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I already knew. Like,
Got
you know
it.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
you got it.
I walked in the liquor store and he was like, yo, you was the one playing that record right there. I'm like, yeah, son, I'm gonna be on that one right there. So I
Yeah,
mean, the thing about that record too is I like concepts, you know what I'm saying? And that record had a lot, I told a story in that record, right? Because I had a friend of mine, his brother, they got into dibble and dabble into some things, man, and he ended up going to jail for felony murder. And so, he spent 15 years in jail. So I told a story about that on that record right there. You know what I'm saying? So I
hmm
mean, that record speaks to me in many different ways, man. That one right there could have been one of my favorite records too, as well. I had that up there. That's definitely in my top five for
yeah.
sure.
That record is crazy. So
Yeah.
the part we all been waiting for is what is out of your catalog? What were you
Right.
able to whittle down to as your favorite song
Right.
that
All
you
right.
picked?
So honestly, what it came down to me really was is like, bro, we're all rappers. We rappers. We artists. We MCs, right? And we really take a lot of pride into our lyrics and the quote unquote bars or whatever anybody want to call it or whatever. So I kind of
Facts.
excluded those records that I thought that I was just going in lyrically because I felt like I got more than a handful of those records. You know what I'm saying? So and as I said, I'm a dude that I like to put a lot of different concepts and thought and storytelling in my albums and stuff like that. So and another thing I always tell other people too that ask me like about what do I think, what makes a really good record, and I think it has a lot to do with how it makes me feel, right? And like you said, nostalgia is one of them, right? Um, whether it makes you feel happy, sad, angry, If a record don't make me feel no way, if somebody sends me a record and I listen to it and I have no emotions towards it,
Right.
I don't really think it's a good record. Even they could be
It's
spitting
dry
some
as
fire
fuck.
bars.
Yeah, just
Yeah, it could.
dry.
They could be spitting some bars, but I don't. It ain't hitting to me like
Yo,
emotionally. You know what I'm saying?
it's like a burger, and you ain't got nothing
With
on the
no
burger.
nothing on it,
It's
bruh.
just a burger.
Just like what you talking about with the Chinese food, homie, man. DoorDash,
Yeah,
man.
right, right.
No sauce, no
Yo,
sauce,
that's disrespectful. Like that's
no
fucking
sauce.
disrespectful.
So what you did with that? So what you did you eat it?
Nah, I threw that shit away, B. I threw that shit away.
Yeah,
And
I
then
don't blame you,
called up.
son.
Yo, I
I
got the
don't blame
whole
you, dog.
story. I put the whole story up on YouTube. Everybody, like, comment, share, subscribe, and check out the stories that's gonna be up there, man. Be dropping a whole lot of stories, funny, wild
Word.
industry stories, stories about DoorDash being the worst and all that, man. You know what I'm saying? Funny style weed men, all of that. You know what I'm saying? We
Bro, we
gonna
been
tell
through it.
wild
We know
stories.
about it all, son. Yeah, man. We
Right.
been through all that, man. But yeah,
So
so what's my favorite album? I mean, what's my favorite record? So yo,
favorite record.
I,
Now wait.
yeah,
It
all
could
right.
it could be a song that didn't even come out. It could be something that's on your hard drive right now. Pause.
It's a song that came out. It's a song that came out, but it's a song that came out. I put it out as a single. I want to say this year, like early this year, but it's not on an album. I think I'm gonna put it on an album. My album in February. And this record, man, like honestly, bro, I'm so scared to listen to this record because it brings so
Why?
much. It brings so much emotions.
Oh, I know what
Yeah, it brings so much emotions to me, man. That like, bro, like honestly, I think I heard
I
it
know what
after
you talk about.
I recorded it. I think honest to God, bro, I think I listened to this record about 5 or 6 times.
You
Every
talk
time
about
I
that
cry,
man's best friend?
man's best friend.
That man's best friend.
I
Yo,
cry
yeah.
every time I listen to that record, bro.
Who produced that?
DJ Static produced that record, man.
That's the DJ Static. So let me ask you.
Yeah,
So
shout out to DJ Static.
when you first got the beat for the record, did that concept pop right into your head? You knew
Yeah,
that you
right
wanted
away.
to do the record.
Yeah, right away, because it happened around the time that my dog died. You know what I'm saying? Like it was about 2 years ago. You know what I'm
So
saying? Like
the
my
record is a you paying homage to your dog that passed away,
facts,
man's best friend.
exactly. Yeah, and it's much deeper than just I mean, like
Right,
just
right.
yeah, it
He
is much. Yeah,
inspired it.
yeah. The beat inspired it, and he inspired it. He inspired me. That dog inspired me. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
feel like, bro, like I feel like I'm DMX when it comes to dogs, and I know you know about dogs, man. You know, I'm blue nose, and you know what I'm saying.
yeah,
Like, you know what I'm saying. That dog right there, bro. Like I had that dog like before I even became a man. You know what I'm saying? And it was like he died. He died at the time. I was like, damn, man. Like I got my whole family. He literally saw my whole like he'd been around my whole like progression as a man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
that record right there in itself, bro. Like, and I wrote it, and I didn't even put it out like after he died. Like I was so like I didn't want to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? And I had 3 dogs. He was the first one that died. You know what I'm saying? I had 2 pit bulls and another dog. I don't think we really know what the mix was with it. It was a smaller dog, but they all got together. They all was like cool. You know what I'm saying? Two
Mhm.
pit bulls that I got when I was in Tallahassee, when I lived in Tallahassee and I was in college. When I came down to Lauderdale back, I brought those 2 dogs back home with me. Anyways, long story short, man, that dog saved my life so many times, bro. Like niggas done broke into my crib. You know what I'm saying? That nigga was alert and scaring niggas out the house. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga got me through a lot of times when I was feeling awkward and shit. I had my moments where I
Yeah,
was feeling awkward, and that nigga was like conversation, the conversational piece and shit. And you know what I mean? Like everywhere I went, you know what I mean? So I mean, I wrote that song for him, but I put it out after the last dog died. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, yo, all right, enough is enough, B. Like I lost three of my closest family members. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's I had, it didn't fit on any record that I was putting out because it's so like special. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't fit. It's not boom bap really. It doesn't. It's just a real somber kind of record, but that it's a scary record for me to listen to, man. But it's definitely my best record, man. Cause it's a story. It's a story. It's a story about my life, and it's a story about that dog too. You know what I mean?
All right, man. What's the dog name?
Chavez.
That's right. That's right. Yo,
Yeah,
shout to Chavez.
Chavez.
R.I.P. Chavez. Word up. Yo,
Yeah,
Naps, man.
R.I.P. man. Yeah,
Yo,
bro.
Naps. Yo, I really appreciate you stopping by. You know what I'm saying? Kicking it with
Oh,
me.
always, man.
Um, you. I'm proud to call you my brother. You understand what I'm saying? Um, Naps is one of the not only a dope artist, but Naps is a really dope person. You understand what I'm saying? And I gotta salute you because we don't got too much of that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Same
Before
to
we
you,
get
my bro. Yeah.
but before we get up out of here, do you
Mm-hmm.
have like a do you have like a real ill hip hop story or experience or something that you ain't really or you
Uh,
ain't told in a while or you forget?
yeah.
We got a Jopra moment? Can we get a
Yeah.
Jopra moment?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, kind of, bro. Like, I mean, I think one time I remember meeting Thurston Howell the third for the first time. I know you met him before, right? But
Yeah, that's my
he
bro.
lived
That's the bro.
right, yeah, same here. You know what I mean? Low life and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I think you know what I'm saying, me and him was gonna do a record. So I had to meet up with him down in Miami. And I remember, man, like I drove down to Miami, I think it was like 30 minutes from here. And I pulled up to his crib, man. Like he was in the hood, but I think he lived at his grandma's house or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the house was all like I can't. It was gated, right? But it wasn't a big house. It was small. But when I pulled up, it had about 4 or 5 niggas. Like it felt like I pulled up to like a jail, a jailhouse, like the yard and shit, yo. These niggas
Yeah.
came out with their shirt off and shit. And I know what to think and shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm just going off of what this nigga spitting on the rhymes and shit, you know what I'm saying? So he let
Yeah.
me in, but I'm a real nigga and shit. So you know what I'm saying? I try to peek the scene out real quick. I go like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna go two ways. These niggas gonna rob me. Like I was thinking these niggas might rob me because these niggas don't know me like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he
Right.
invited me to his crib. But yeah, coolest nigga, man. That nigga was real cool, son. Like, you know what I'm saying? Pulled up, man. We had a conversation for a little bit. Him and his niggas, man, and it was all cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't really got too many industry stories like that, man, because a lot of the events that you know what I'm saying, or niggas in the industry or whoever worked around like what's down here. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, a lot of stuff happens up north and stuff like that. So anytime people come down here, I try to meet up with them and different things like that. You know what I mean? And I never
No
really have
doubt.
any funny. I don't got no funny encounters with nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it's all been like peace, but obviously a lot of it's in my head. Like before I
Right.
meet them, I'm like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? I want, and then obviously the environment, I peep all of that shit, you know what I'm saying? But when it ends up being all cool, I'm just like, oh, okay.
Right. 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 Right.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Nah,
But
I
I'm
dig
always
it.
on guard, man. You know what I'm saying?
I dig it. Word up. Well, shit, brother.
For sure. So shout out to Thurston How the Third, man. You know, he doing
Shout,
big
shout,
things as always, man.
shout
You
to
know what
the
I'm saying?
bro.
The low
Word
life, you
up.
know what I'm saying? Word
Shout to
up.
Thursday. Hey, yo, shout to you, man. Shout to you. Wish you
Yeah,
all the
man. I
success in the
love what you're
world. Don't
doing, Steve, man. Thank you
I
for having me
appreciate it.
on here, bro.
Come
You know what I'm
on, B.
saying?
That shit is no brainer. You know what I'm
Appreciate you,
saying? And
man.
by the time we air this, the album Don't Make Me Famous is gonna be out. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
y'all make sure y'all check out Napsndreds. Don't Make Me Famous. Even though I ain't
Yeah.
on it, it's still, you know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all
Don't
go
make
check
me
it out.
famous, bro. Don't make. I
Nah,
don't want to be famous. I don't
but
want to be
Joe,
famous.
when y'all check
But
out
yeah,
y'all check out that Don't Make Me Famous, but also make sure that y'all check out that Biggs and Wayne as well. That's one of my favorite projects. Matter of fact, that's my favorite project that I've ever done, and it was an honor to do that alongside Napsndreds.
Bro, we
Shout out
got
to
a lot.
Kels
We
with
got
the
a
heat.
lot. We got a lot of work to do, son. Like honestly, bro. Like you do your thing, I'm doing my thing. We always come together like Voltron and knock shit
Yeah,
out
yeah,
again, bro.
yeah,
It
yeah,
ain't,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So we got shit to do. We still got shit to do, bro. You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
Biggs
So
and Wayne Part Two coming soon. You already
word up.
know. And hold it down, brother. You already know.
Yeah, man.
Love
Appreciate you,
always.
man. Thank you, man.
Salute.
Yeah.